Well, why is it not important? I mean, when you think about life, it's precious. And when you have a group, you're saying that it's precious, it's important. And you want to communicate that to the students, the faculty, anybody who's involved on your campus. You want to communicate that life is precious, and you want to equip people on how to communicate that message that it's precious. If you didn't have a group, what are you saying? You're saying it's not important. So when you have a group, it's top notch. It's a priority. You want it to be talked about, communicated about. It's just important. And we want a group to say that. We want a group to communicate that to everyone on this campus, whether you're a student, you're a faculty, whether you just wash floors. We want you to know that life is precious. We want this group to communicate that message.
Along with that, yeah, it's important for us to have a life team on this campus because of the wide variety of ages that are here. And a lot of people going out into different jobs into different parts of the country. And we want to teach them and equip them with the fact that life is important, and they can take that wherever they go in the country as well.
To accomplish this life team on this campus, it's been quite a planning process. It was first approached at a women's association meeting. I heard someone say, hey, we're looking for people interested in life. And I was like, oh, that's me. I like life. So I went up and talked to the lady and said, hey, I'm interested. I don't want to lead, but I'm interested. She put my name down, and then later on she had a meeting at her house, and different people throughout the men's association, women, students came. And they said, we want to start a life team, and these are our goals, and it's going to be a long planning process. We're not going to rush into this. We're going to pray about it. We're going to see where God wants to lead us. So from there, we've just been having meetings. We decided we wanted to elect officers by a certain time so we can start getting more of a formal group. And in that process, God said, you're going to be a secretary. So I signed myself up, and then we elected the officers, and we started to have more formal meetings, inviting people from the campus to come, and now we're in the process of forming mission statements and long-term goals.
This life team is being implemented on our campus through a number of different activities and events. First of all, as a life team, we just started meeting within the last year, and we're more in the planning phase right now, trying to get a look at what kind of gifts and what kind of roles we can play here, what kind of things the campus has for us, the buildings and different faculty as well, to look ahead as to what can we do here in a bigger sense. Right now we're also doing many smaller activities that are making abortion unthinkable. We do vigils at Planned Parenthood. We also hold signs out on a main road near here, and do prayer vigils and that sort of thing as well for life.
Since we're a newer group, we're just trying to get ourselves out there and people to know who we are. So we're involved with writing some articles for the newsletters that go out to this campus, putting posters up, inviting people to our meetings to come and observe what we're doing. We are involved with doing a little skit of who we were at the talent show a couple weeks ago. And that kind of is what we're starting just kind of at the beginning of communicating who we are. We're inviting people to come so we can grow our group and we can have bigger plans. But we got to start small before we get too over rambunctious and jump the gun. So we're getting there. Previously on this campus, what it was a pro-life group, and so that's what people think initially when a life team's starting, oh, it's that pro-life group, and a lot of negative connotations come with that terminology of pro-life. So when I tell people, oh, I'm part of the life team here on campus, and they kind of, I suddenly see that kind of fear in their eyes, and I say, you know, we're a life-affirming group, and suddenly they say, well, okay, what's life-affirming supposed to mean? And I explain to them that, you know, we're a group that advocates for all areas of life, you know, the unborn baby to the end stages of life, to those who are debilitated or ill. And approaching it that way, suddenly they're a little bit more ready to talk about it, and excited and interested, intrigued. So it's switching that terminology. For when you first approach them, they're ready to be like, okay, I want to go the other way. But suddenly when you say these other terms, life-affirming, champions of life, they're very interested in what you have to say, and they're not afraid to engage in that conversation. It's exciting.